Hi guys, welcome back. This is your Daily Astrology Read for Monday, December 17th, 2018. Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump into, since it is the beginning of the week, I will run down the current planetary alignments. And also you see that today I decided to pull some cards on the energies of today. So yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into, guys. I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. All right, so just to run down the planetary alignments really quickly, we have the Sun, Mercury, and Jupiter sitting still in Sagittarius, okay? So that hasn't changed. So I don't have that up here on the screen. There's only room for so much up here, you know, so I have to pick and choose if I'm going to work in this spot, in this area. We also have Uranus and the Moon currently in Aries. How interesting is that? Venus is still in Scorpio. Neptune and Mars is still in Pisces. And Saturn and Pluto is still in Capricorn. Alright guys, so let's talk. Now with the Moon and Aries both, with the Moon and Uranus both sitting in the house, in the sign, in the element of Aries, you know, at this time, you know, I feel like people could be like a little aggravated, you know, with situations or with a certain situations. And, you know, with this Moon being in Aries and Uranus also being in Aries, you know, that Uranus is like an added punch, you know, or like really a bag up to the Moon. Uranus is like a bag up to the Moon sitting in Aries. And I feel like, you know, this is, you know, this shows me that, you know, we have people ready to put action, that Aries Moon. People ready to put action behind handling things like once and for all. You know, once and for all. Because let's not forget that Uranus is also there in Aries as well. You know, so, you know, this is about handling things, handling the same old problems. Because remember, Mercury left Sagittarius and then it went back. So while we are not in a Mercury retrograde, it's almost like we are in a Mercury retrograde, because it went right back to Sagittarius. And, you know, with the Mercury going right back into Sagittarius, it's like going over the same ground, but this time it's going to be processed and handled much more differently, you know, this time around, because we have Uranus in Aries and we have the Moon in Aries. And even at the time of me recording that video about Mercury going back into Sagittarius, I stated even in that video that I felt like it was going over old grounds, only this time it's going to be handled much differently. I said that to say this in this video, that the same still stands. It only feels as though the energy has picked up. You know, it has like picked up speed currently, okay? So yeah, like I really see people handling situations like once and for all, and this is, I feel like this is going to be done differently than any other way that it has been done before. And I feel like that is that Uranus in Aries coming through with shocks and surprises. Like, people will not be handling the same problems in the same way. With this Aries moon, oh, people are just not here for the bull crap, whatever that bull crap is in your life. So it's a once and for all, just trying to, as we can see with this Six of Swords here, moving the hell away from the drama, using the ambition, the motivation, and the focus, the laser-like focus of this Aries moon. Not to mention, again, Uranus is also there too. So this is a really good energy for using this Six of Swords that came out today. When I asked, well, I originally asked for one card, but I got two. I asked for a card for today's energy, and these are the two that came out. And we can see here with the Six of Swords how they are moving away in this boat. This is what this Aries moon is about. It's about moving away right here, going back over that old ground with that Mercury going back into Sagittarius to handle this business right here with this Page of Cups, and then to move on. Now, with this Page of Cups here, it tells this feels like, emotional maturity, and moving on right here from anything that has been or is really immature. Okay, moving on, So some people are about to receive, like, information and lessons in moving on from stressful situations, that has just been dragging us down for so long, as Mercury backtracking into Sagittarius so clearly is showing us in the sky today. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't really trying to go into talking about the cards that came out today, but whatever, it's a freestyle thing. So you just have to take the information as it comes and as it flows. But I feel like as before, before Mercury backtracked into Sagittarius, people just did not have like the proper tools or the necessary resources or the necessary thought process to move away from things that were just immature and like not like emotionally gratifying, or even work satisfying, because this Page of Cups is about a very imaginative person, a very artistic person, a very a person that's very creative. So this can be even in creative endeavors where you were having problems. This is about emotionally growing up and moving the hell away from that, okay? So choose your seat at the table. But I feel like right now, because those tools were not available the first time Mercury was in Sagittarius, whatever wasn't available then, it is available now. And I feel like people are now going to begin to utilize those tools that were not available before to move away from anything that does not feed them creatively and or emotionally, okay? Some of you all will have news coming in of things that's about to get ready and ship out of your life. Or you're about to deliver news about some things that's about to change and things that are about to shift in or out of your life. Okay. Maybe it was really hard with Mercury being in Sagittarius the first time around. Maybe it was like really hard for people to like think outside of the box, you know, in order to handle stressful situations or just unlikable, uncomfortable situations, you know. But this time around, like I said before, with Mercury and Sagittarius, you know, people could still be trying to sort out and shift things for the better, especially past issues. But this time it's different, because there is a changing of a thought process. There has been changing of emotions, processing of emotions, and really getting a clear view on what and or who you have been dealing with, the energy you have been dwelling in, what has been keeping you stuck, what has been holding you hostage. And now people are ready to go into the tool bag and use what is going to be necessary to ship this out, to ship things out, to move along. Okay. It looks like this girl here is in like the boat with the Queen of Pentacles here. So it also shows here to me that people are moving away from like maybe like suffering conditions, you know, maybe like moving away from financial struggle, because you know, I know a lot of people are not familiar with the Wonderland Tarot deck, but in this deck, this lady wolf here, she is the Queen of Pentacles. This girl seems to be, and we can see that these two girls are the same people. She seems to be moving away with the Queen of Pentacles. Did you notice that? Yeah, so, you know, the bottom line here is that the fact that she's moving away with the Queen of Pentacles, you know, it shows me that things are shifting for the better, you know, especially past issues, because now the tools are there. Or one is just simply thinking outside of the box with Uranus in Aries as well. Okay, people are thinking outside of the box. So yeah, problems will most likely at this time be handled very well, and this moving on will be successful. This emotionally growing up will be successful. Whatever this is for you, it'll be successful. Also, I did mention that Saturn and Pluto is still in Capricorn. You know, I feel with Saturn and Pluto being in Capricorn, you know, this is about using guided intuition in establishing a firmer foundation on issues that's being shipped out or even shipped in for the better, you know, and that's just the Pluto and Saturn. We know that Saturn is about building a solid foundation. Pluto is about using your inner wisdom in order to further help fuel building a firmer foundation. So with this Uranus being in Aries along with the moon, we can definitely see people using totally different techniques for how they are handling emotional immaturity, or even emotional as people, not emotional people in their life, immature people in their life, moving away from that. Now I feel like people have a better idea of how to get rid of these immature situations in their life. The moon in Aries is going to help with that. Uranus in Aries is going to help with that. Mars is busy fighting illusions right now in Pisces, you know, so that tells me, you know, that people already know what it is that's going on in their life. They know it up close and personal, and they also know what must be done with Uranus and the moon currently sitting in Aries, okay? Where you may not have been asserting yourself at one point, what I see with this moon in Aries is that, you know, one will definitely begin to start doing that at this time. You know, in Aries is also an energy that is action based and it moves. It does not sit idling. It is very action based. It is the element of fire, which means it moves pretty quickly on the decisions that it makes. So that tells me that this moon here in Aries is moving really quickly on situations. Now this situations are people, because this could just be, you know, I don't know your life. But it's just about moving away from anything that is immature, be that a person, a place, or a thing. Period. This is what this Page of Cups is up here for. It's about growing up emotionally. Whether you are and you need to leave people behind, or they are not and you need to leave them behind. You know, a page is like a child becoming a page in the upright. Anyway, it's like a child becoming emotionally mature. You know, yeah. Emotionally mature and moving the hell on from whatever is not. Okay. You know, also guys, like, yeah, this moon in Aries, it does not sit around waiting for things to happen. You know, they get up and make things happen. But anyway, I was about to say, like, also with this full moon in Cancer that's getting ready to come up, you know, especially with it being at 0 degrees, you know, like, I feel like a lot of people, again, right here, new beginnings, moving on to new beginnings. This girl is in the boat with the Queen of Pentacles here, okay, in this deck. You know, people are ready to move on and reestablish. This Queen of Pentacles is nobody but Saturn and Pluto right here. We just gonna call her Saturn and Pluto because that's who she is right now. You know, firm foundations and getting things together. Whatever that means for you, wherever this falls in your chart. You know, also I got like this feeling that, like, with this Page of Cups here and this Six of Swords here on today's energy, I feel like some people may be like ready to like take relationships to the next stage, whether that be totally eliminating them or like maybe proposing to somebody or something like that, you know. Because, you know, not only do we have a Cancer full moon, but we have Cancer sitting in the North Node, you know, and this is about, you know, establishing, you know, a home and family ground, you know. So we got Cancer in the North Node, and we also have the full moon in Cancer coming up. You know, people are ready to either establish with this growing up right here or move away. It's either one or the other. So we are either going to build on what we already have, or I have to move on to a place where I can build successfully. That's what this tells me, okay? So yes, let's not forget about the full moon in Cancer coming up at 0, new beginnings. 0 is a brand new beginning. We also have the North Node in Cancer. It's about establishing firm foundations. Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn. Uh, Establishing firm foundations in home. So that's the Cancer full moon that is going in hand with one another. You know, but the point is that I feel like people are ready to settle, whether that be in or out of situations that need to be eliminated or leveled up. And that all depends on the person. Is this a elimination that's happening here? Or is this a leveling up that's happening here? Or is this both? This could absolutely be both for a lot of people, you know. But the bottom line here, guys, is that I sense that it is time for the dust to settle. People are tired of the whirlwind of dust, and it's time for the dust to settle. This moon in Aries is going to help that. Uranus is in Aries is going to help that. Whatever had not been working before, people will be using new tactics and techniques to release and to move on this time around. It will be much more different. But the bottom line here, well, what I'm looking at is that it's time for the dust to settle one way or another. Either you're going to level up in a situation or something like that, or you are about to completely move away from it, because this is about maturing up. So are you mature enough to realize you need to move away from something? Or are you mature enough to realize that you need to level up in something? Or change something, you know, or something like that. It just depends. So anyway, I did a lot of talking. I hope you guys were able to keep up. But please do not forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell. And I will chit chat with you guys later. Bye.